his man that he would have been marking, sends the ball over the top. And Maxime Chanot.
Morales, good-looking ball. Shuttleworth makes the save, but it's still in. And it is Collins. Free header on a set piece, and on a day where the Fire needed a quick start, get out to a slow one, and it's NYCFC taking an early 1-0 lead here at Soldier Field.
Teams like this, you don't want to give up restart goals. This ball's played into the danger area, and once again, Sekulic, this time on Collins, gets over him, more determined to get to it. Bobby Shuttleworth gets a tip to it here, but can't do anything but pushing it.
Birch was appealing for a handball. Now it's Mackay Stephen cutting in, finding Castellanos. Going back for the Scotsman. What a terrific ball that is. Bobby Shuttleworth gets a piece to it, though. Hooked back in, and Mackay Stephen, from an impossible angle, has made it 2-0. Unbelievable work ethic and perseverance. And NYCFC are absolutely spoiling what was supposed to be a decision day riddled with Chicago Fire positives. And it's Ronnie Dyla's group that takes a 2-0 lead.
And then eventually down the other end of the field, Castellanos with the hold-up play. Mackay Stephen, good job by Shuttleworth to steer him wide, and then how does he squeeze this one in from that angle there? That's really well done by Mackay Stephen.
Feels a second. Medran. Frankowski knocks it back across. Beric got to head to it, and Mihailovic will track it down. Mihailovic sends it in. Free header for Beric, and there it is. Just like that, the Fire have halved the lead, and the game is right back on.
Ball gets crossed, gets out to the far side. He chases this one down. Look at Beric peel off of his defender here. Chanot has no idea where he is. And obviously we've seen this man the entire season.
Parks. Tinnerholm. Teasing ball. Calvo is there. Back out for Parks. Morales. Danger is here for NYCFC. And they restore their 2-goal lead. Jesus Medina with a thunderbolt into the top bin. And the Fire trail by 2 goals again.
Shootout type of a game doesn't really benefit the Chicago Fire as this NYCFC team is built. Look at how much time, and Medina with that left foot. We talked about him coming to the middle of the field. This time he's parked at the top of the box and really doesn't have to take a step. A little bit of a screen for Shuttleworth, a little stuff done by NYCFC.
This might fall kindly for the Fire here. Mihailovic still going with it towards the byline, puts it across, loose on the doorstep, and punched home. It's Frankowski. Back and forth we go. It's 3-2 New York.
Talking about Sekulic in one box, and we talked about making plays. A few passes later, it ends here, and I thought Mihailovic may have played this one out of bounds, and then it bounces around, and Frankowski there to poke it in, and Georgie looking, probing, waiting for a runner in the box, and
Beric keeps it in play. Numbers forward for the Fire. A nice step over, still with it. Cross takes a deflection. Mihailovic tries to take it on the first time. It's Frankowski again! It's 3-3! What a fixture here at Soldier Field!
Comes now from the far sideline. Beric keeps a ball in. I believe it was Sekulic that played it long and bounces around. And Frankowski now, Mihailovic misses it here. And is it Alexander Ring maybe in the middle of the field there? And what a calm finish it was, Ring. This really is a 3-4-3.
Bad giveaway from Navarro, and NYCFC capitalize. It's Castellanos. A disastrous mistake. And it could mean the Fire miss out on the postseason. This game has been wild to say the least. Still plenty of time. But for the moment, NYCFC 4, Chicago 3.
You want, but when you give a ball away as sloppy as this to a guy that has been dangerous.
Zardes. Valenzuela. What a touch. Zelarayan! He doesn't do boring. 1-0 in the 29th.
eating up the space. It shifts defenders, and then you can get this little combination play. This is Jesse Zardes and Milton Valenzuela outside back. And Valenzuela has been picture perfect on those passes into Lucas Zelarayan this season. Oh, that scoop to finish. I mean, the precision there. From the entry ball to Santos to this first touch of Zelarayan. Everything perfect for the Columbus Crew. They're up 1-0 at home. What a ball.
That lead was great. Continues for Zardes from Artur. Jesse Zardes! The top American marksman the last 3 years adds another. His 12th.
This ball by Milton Valenzuela starts the whole entire thing, and it's a movement off the ball by Artur, and then Zardes saying, I need to score more goals. I'm taking responsibility. Well, that's one way to make a statement. Goodness gracious, Jesse Zardes. That little touch just pulls it slightly away from the oncoming defender in Miles Robinson. So then even when he stretches, it goes in between his legs. I love that.
Moreno scored against Cincinnati on a PK. We'll try and make it 2 in 2 games. Put Atlanta back in the game. Does so. 2-1. And Atlanta's chances still very much alive on decision day with over a half hour left.
Set up. See Moreno placing it. It's all set up through the work of Jurgen Damm on the outside and his ability to sense when he should get the ball at his feet or when he should break the back line.
Pressure starting to mount here early on in this game. A couple opportunities here. Have some conviction in this defensive area right now. Donovan Pines gets up! And Donovan Pines scores his 3rd of the season. And it's 1-0 DC United. Oh, you could feel it, Vic. I mean, it looked like they just were not really organized. And Pines just comes in here. You can see Kyoto's got him, but loses him. And Pines, the big figure, obviously the size to his benefit, and just easy for him, really. No pressure there. With a big player like that, you've got to get your body up against Pines, and just a simple finish for the center back.
Talking about Junior Moreno, wears the number 5, trying to run back. Kyoto, look out, here it comes! And it skips through, and we're tied as Boyan evens for Montreal.
This is going to be a fun one, Vic. It's a good opportunity there for Montreal. Just a direct throw in right into Kyoto, who's got Pines on his back and is able to use his strength. And watch Boyan, he's floating in this back post here. And he just finds himself lucky just to put his foot through it. An easy tap-in goal for him. Good work by Kyoto here just to hold Pines on his back. Turns, squares it across. That's an easy finish. A massive goal for this Impact side. Give them that confidence to get themselves right back into this game. A body on this player, you're not going to match up height to height, but you got to be able to get a body on him.
Oh, and coming through, and it'll be Kamara off the bench, and the Norwegian in the 33rd minute makes it 2-1 DC.
And the Impact again just cannot attack the ball. Kamara just gets away from Zach Briogriard, doesn't get enough help from Camacho there. Finds that little pocket, the ball's played in with enough pace. Diop stuck to his line, doesn't want to come for that. In an area where perhaps he could have came. At least made it a little bit more of a difficult header for. Just those long legs can help get yourself out of trouble, but he's done a good job and really in timing those slides and those tackles.
Mason Toy takes up position. Oh! What a remarkable goal coming from the back. Wanyama to tie it at 2.
Well, we talked about how set pieces work. It's your own medicine. DC United can't get that first clearance. And a great job by Victor Wanyama, not giving up on this opportunity, finding it from a deeper area. And what a header right up in that top corner, giving Bill Hamid no chance. understanding the referees, understand what's on the line for these two teams, and doesn't want to be that decider.
Overlapping run. Toy, can you get it across? Yes! Kyoto! 3-2, Montreal!
Well, the referee didn't decide it. The impact decided it right there on a great opportunity by Mason Toy. Gets down that left-hand side, and they did that with a great run, a great ball into Toy's feet, and he's got all kinds of time to pick his head up. Kyoto right to the spot, right where you need your center forward to run to. It's a great ball by Kiza just into the path. Great weight on that ball. Squared across. An easy goal for Kyoto. And it could be the goal that's going to put themselves into the playoffs.
We want to welcome those of you who've been watching TFC against New York City.
Lewis Morgan, another in-swinger. This time towards the near post.
Absolute
delivery again.
peach of a pass.
Ambrose has a goal. Sent it. Goal!
Get in!
And it's Mikey Ambrose with the opener!
Golazo! Golazo! Asso! Asso! Mikey Ambrose lights the blue touch paper and ignites it. This is a wonderful strike of top class quality problems. Here's the whipped in ball, beautifully delivered again. They think they've cleared it. They think wrong. Mickey onto it like Dracula onto a plate of liver. And he absolutely detonates this. One touch to control, second one to send it home with a dozen roses tied around it.
Worth noting, Scotland is the windiest country on earth. So plenty of practice for a young Lewis Morgan coming into today. Headed in, and it's a second goal for Inter Miami. Leandro Gonzalez-Pires from a corner doubles the lead for the Herons.
Get Morgan, man! Morgan, Morgan, Morgan! The finish is magnificent, but Gonzalez-Pires is cool as a greyhound's nose. But it's Morgan again that deserves it. A medal as big as a frying pan. Look at this ball! And that's a phenomenal header. Stupendously magnificent from Leandro. He contorts his body like an Olympic gymnast. The man from Argentina strikes with service from Scotland, lad.
Good ball to the near side for Joe Zhao. Vasquez, first touches for the sub. Zhao looking for an opening on his left. Has a goal, trying to curl it in, and they've pulled one back as Cincinnati half the deficit. Joe Zhao with a worldie.
This is a wonderful goal. Again, beautiful first touch, and then he uses Reyes as the reference point and bends it away and curls it. This is a perler of a curler. Top corner where the Spiders live.
Bello keeps it low, off White, into the post, and it's in! The finish at the far post. Red Bulls have a 1-0 lead, and that's the man, Tom Barlow, who has his team on the board.
What a good goal! Florian Valot with the back heel flick. He made it possible, and Barlow wins the battle with Mavinga at the back post. Great time for the goal. And hello, Tom Barlow.
For a 2-0 lead over FC Cincinnati. Davis service played across. Duncan wants Stroud off his foot. White buries it. Brian White with the finish. The Red Bulls are up by 2. And right now they're just flying in Harrison.
It'd be awesome. Look at the build-up. The passing. I thought Sean Davis with a brilliant ball over, and how good was that by Kyle Duncan. Played it into space, and then just the way Tom Barlow never quit on the first goal. Look at Brian White. Bang! Terrific sequence. I thought Sean Davis made that play by changing the point of attack.
Premium locations throughout New Jersey and New York. Learn more. Register at NewYorkRedBulls.com/youth. This is flipped out. De Leon trying to make amends. Cuts it back. Left foot. Saved by Mera. And the rebound put home. Tsubasa Endo buried the loose ball. Toronto back in business. It's 2-1.
Over the top by Omar Gonzalez. And now Aaron Long caught 2v1. Good little move by DeLeon. Mara makes a big save, but nobody there to get the rebound. And just as quickly as that, the deficit cut in half.
Yeah, the 9 clean sheets for Nashville is tied for the league lead, and Willis is the only goalkeeper with 9. Here's Mueller picking up the ball in midfield. Orlando City with numbers as they go forward. Out for Daryl DK. The big man in. The big man shoots. He scores! What a start for Orlando! They roar down the pitch, and DK with his 8th of the year. It's already 1-0.
A little bit in trying to play. That resulted into Chris Mueller stealing the ball, doing a really good job of driving through the defense, and at the perfect time allows Daryl DK to get involved. The first touch, I would argue, is not the most ideal, but when you have the pace, when you have the power of Daryl DK.
Leal to take the corner, second of the match for Nashville. Off the head of DK. Come out for Lovitz. He'll strike it. And it doesn't make it past Correa. Second try, what a goal! Daniel Lovitz from distance, his first in a Nashville shirt. And we're tied at 1.
From Lovitz, this is actually 2 attempts that they had. This is Daryl DK does a good job, just get the ball, but he puts it in an area where Lovitz has plenty of time and space, and he hits it really cleanly with his right foot. That's his weak foot. And through all that traffic, Brian Rose not able to see it. By the time he sees it, that ball's in the back of the net. And now, Nashville.
They got all 3 of them over it here. Wall set for Nashville. It's not in! His red card rescinded. His status secured as one of the greats to put on this jersey, El Capitao.
It's much better than this. Look at how clean he strikes this. Right there, right in the corner, where you can see all the spider webs building. How clean he just... He's intentional. He knows exactly what he's going to do with this. Chris Mueller scored a goal against Atlanta United the same way. What a tremendous role model for the young players around.
Romney lofts it from Wheel. Nashville looking for a late equalizer. Ball goes in. It's on! It's in! A perfect delivery, and Hani Mukhtar has scored for Nashville.
Hani Mukhtar, he likes scoring against Orlando City. To the 6 from Muehl. The well-connected header, far and away from Brian Rowe. It's able to get in between the 2 center back. It's a perfectly weighted ball, to be fair, right in between the 2 center back. And
ball goes in. Cadiz! And Nashville SC has come back. On track to take all 3 points from Orlando City at Exploria Stadium.
just a good delivery to the back post, and that mismatch from Cadiz, who drifts away from his defender. I don't know who responsible is for him. And this is the moment that we talked about, and towards the end when there's a lot of substitutions, just making sure that everybody has their reference, the guy they're supposed to mark. And a ball lofted in the back post is difficult for Brian Rowe to come out and claim that.
Now Aaron's had a little bit more freedom to go find the game, because right now it's been pretty predictable from the young kid, and Scott Caldwell's having an easy afternoon so far.
Yes. And Bedoya and Santos. Sergio Santos for Philadelphia on what could turn into a history-making day for the Union.
It's about details, but also doing your job. Do your job. You've dealt with the first ball, lack of pressure there. It allows a little clip ball from Glesnes onto Bedoya, but every single Revolution defender inside their own 18 is caught flat-footed, caught standing and reacting, and give a ton of credit to Sergio Santos here. Reacting being the first one there off the flicked header from Alejandro Bedoya, and a massive, massive goal for the Philadelphia Union. They look for the first trophy in franchise history.
Is being repaid now. Martinez. Attempted foul by Wynn. And in it to Burke. And Corey Burke has scored what may be the decisive goal for Philadelphia.
You heard Bruce Arena and his staff. From that look, I say no. This is just wonderful from Martinez. And then deliver a ball with pace to that back post. But this is a completely different team when you've got the ability off the bench to bring in a goal scorer like Corey Burke. Martinez is the heart and soul in that midfield defensively. But my word, Jim Curtin has pushed all the right buttons in 2020.
Namely scampering through. Cabrera had to be careful there. He'd already got a touch. Shinishiki with a chance here. Oh, a big hand. And Namli with the follow-up with just his second goal of the season. Eunice Namli did all the hard work. Marriage could parry the first. He could do nothing about the second. And the Rapids lead on decision day.
Again, we talked about the transition from attacking to defending. Houston's not good. Colorado does a nice job. Comes to hit the quick counterattack. Shinishiki gets a ball. Merrick's makes a great save, but it drops right into Namli. He tucks it in for a second goal, putting Colorado up 1-0. But the whole counterattack, how quickly it was. He comes inside, opens that lane. And I tell you what, first great save. After that, you see Namli sitting there. He keeps it low. And this is a tough ball because it's bouncing. He hits it low underneath Marriage, puts him up 1-0.
Bouncing around in there, Manotas this time. He has made it 1-1. It looked like it took a deflection on the way through. And finally, Mauro Manotas can celebrate his third goal of the season.
Well, let's take a look at this ball. Little play in there. Yeah, I mean, listen, a little bit of luck. The ball bounces in between two players. And look at this little ball. It just kind of hits off Kelly, and it drops to Manotas, and it deflects just a little bit off Lawless's foot. And you can see Williams kind of gets caught in two places because once it got deflected, he's got to try to react to that deflection.
Bassett to Rubio. He's onside. Shinishiki over the far side. Oh, Rubio's done it. He goes alone. I could do it. Diego Rubio, is that the goal that settled things inside BBVA Stadium? In a row.
What a great play by Rubio. Just this little cut here. He opens up the far post. Miter Figueroa goes flying by trying to block it. Great play by Diego Rubio, just tucking that ball into the far. Look at this quick cut and then the pass right into the corner. Fantastic goal by Rubio.
Now play at the MLS's back tournament. His wife was pregnant, complicated pregnancy. He called it. They had a 3-year-old son as well at home. So he stayed behind. It was his first game in 6 months as a giveaway by Williamson. And Latif Blessing a chance. Clark to save. Vela right back to it. And Carlos Vela scored. Second goal back from that injury back in August. An LAFC team that want to go into the postseason with momentum have the early lead.
Nod to that baby that you were talking about there, and it's Williamson. Just finished talking about his influence in this game. No Chara, his importance while he gives the ball away there. It is not an area of the field where you want to lose the ball if you're the Portland Timbers. Look at the pressure, LAFC. The shot then from Blessing, and doesn't get much easier for that. The reigning MVP in the league, 34 goals last season. This one, his 4th of this year. Missed that chunk through injury. Bob Bradley saying he wanted to see Carlos Vela out there getting that confidence, putting the ball in the back of the net.
As LAFC have had lots of opportunities. 5 saves made by Clark. 3 shots have rattled off the frame of the goal. And it's still just 1-0 in the 90th minute. And now Valeri's cross back post. Villafania has tied the game. Jorge Villafania's first MLS goal in over 5 years.
Diego Valeri, look at his run here. Starts 60 yards. He has to run here. Starts in his own half. He's going to pick it up on the wide area here from Mora. And then as it comes out to him, look at this. Just ping it on a platter. Go get it, Villafania. He runs onto it. The weight of the pass is just perfection here from Diego Valeri.
Good pressure from Minnesota United.
Give away here. This is Lourdes. And in towards Molina! Perfect breakaway! 7 scores 8 to maybe, just maybe, propel Minnesota United to 9 victories on the season.
Dallas, just a poor turnover. I mean, what a terrible pass by Ryan Hollingshead on the left-hand side. But Minnesota capitalizes on the chance. The bodies piled forward, the supporting runs are there, unselfish play by all involved in the front floor, and Kevin Molina, all he has to do, inside of the right foot, puts this home.
Who did ever so well to execute the efforts amongst the forest of FC Dallas players. Giving the ball away again has Barrios. Lourdes, Reynoso! Minnesota goal, Reynoso goal, and how it was worth the wait, for a goal worth its weight to Minnesota United.
I don't think we thought he was, because he's continued to play make and be a part of the attack, but what a beauty it is for his first goal. He gets it one touch, and this just started from a terrible turnover from Barrios, and you saw it, but he doesn't have to take an extra touch. He knows he's only got time to strike it once with his favorite left foot. It comes across his body, he stays over it, and he buries it in the side net.
Grugish into Robin Lourdes. Now then, can Minnesota push on and make it 3 here? Lourdes back into the path of Reynoso, and Molina! It's 3! But just when they needed these types of players to stand up, just when they needed them to deliver, they do just that.
To create the offense, oftentimes on their own, especially in transition. FC Dallas had pushed their numbers forward. You can see Hollingshead, he's tracking back, trying to get over. And the unselfish nature of this play from an attacking perspective. Robin Lod makes the run, he comes on the right-hand side. Reynoso, maybe the touch is a little bit out front. He toe pokes it with the left foot to find Kevin Molina, who continues his run. And all he has to do is pass it in the corner with his right foot.
Good stuff there from Kyrie Shelton.
Corner number 8 this time, and it's deflected by Ochoa. Rebound shot, and it bounces in. That might put them atop the West.
Carter, you mentioned it, how Sporting Kansas City are trying to whip that ball in right there. Test Ochoa. Ilie, we said it's going to take a scrappy little goal there. 2 deflections, trickles in the back of the goal.
Continue in getting a lot of set pieces, as we saw 8 corners in that first half.
Terrific ball by Ilie forward. Now up the field it goes, and a chance for Sporting KC to make it 2-0, and they do. Eric Hurtado continues to score at an unbelievable pace in 2020.
And Nate, what a finish this is. First, we talked about testing Ochoa. He makes the wrong decision there, but Eric Hurtado has a lot left to do here. This is a tight angle with the snow. First, a good ball in there. Eric Hurtado, great first touch, and this is not an easy finish, guys. That is difficult.
Joao Paulo signed in January on loan from Botafogo and played in Brazil since the 2012 campaign. Ladero right past JT Marcinkowski, whipping one in, and Seattle on the board first. 1-0 Sounders. Well, that's his 7th of the year.
Take a look back at his movement. He is the one who strikes this initial ball, and immediately, as soon as he makes contact, he takes off and runs toward the goal, looking to pick up any rebound, and he does just that. Running at full speed. How about that first touch, and then just sneaks that one to the near post, and let's just make a phone call and say, how great was that one? His movement, his ability to roam just causes the defense to attract so much attention that it's part of what frees up Rui Diaz and Jordan Morris and Jovan Jones to get the chances that they do.
Christian rolled on, dropping it off for Rui Diaz. That one is in. It may have taken a deflection in front of JT Marcinkowski, but in a blink of an eye, the Quakes are down 2-0.
Seattle Sounders coming out of the locker room at halftime, hot and on fire and focused on success in this game as they head towards the MLS Cup playoffs. Look at the black jerseys that Christian Roldan attracts as he drives out of the midfield into the attacking third. No Earthquake is able to get a clean touch on it. He has the presence of mind to not only draw those defenders, but then dish off to Raul Rui Diaz.
Quakes trying to pull one back here. Lopez and Espinosa. It'll be Lopez whipping it in. Marcos Lopez off the free kick, and the Quakes get one back. Goal San Jose. It's 2-1.
Creating this opportunity, and then how about Marcos Lopez with the left foot driving it to the near post? It's close. It's just outside of the box, which is why this power enables him to beat Stephen Fry. Stephen Fry, he looks like he just gets caught.
MLS shut down until the MLS is back tournament the second week of July. Flow, swing and a miss. This is Jordan Morris. Out comes JT, and a touch, and just over Marcinkowski and into the back of the net. Jordan Morris makes it 3-1.
Certainly a solid finish by Jordan Morris, but this is more a mistake that Seattle capitalizes on than any brilliant build-up or finish. Nico Ladero has the presence of mind really to play that across the front foot of Flo Youngworth after he misses that clearance. And Jordan Morris, that's a simple little chip over JT Marcinkowski as he's going to ground. An unfortunate goal to concede by the Earthquake when you start to think about Kansas City as an opponent. The one thing that I think of is just how many weapons they have on attack.
This is Morris. I want to cross it front, and this one hit off the back of Marcos Lopez and into the back of the net.
Quick counterattack. Look at how dangerous Jordan Morris is when he gets in behind. And then how about that? He has the presence of mind. He picks his head up outside of the right foot service, serving behind the defenders, just looking for a deflection. As a defender, when you're facing your own goal, it's so difficult to try to clear it from there. And it looks like it just goes off a combination deflection between Alanis.
There you see a little bit of the poise that the Whitecaps like in their big central defender that is now a permanent member of the squad, no longer on loan. Tybert, Gutierrez, he could serve up a decent ball. There's a chance and in! And it's Lucas Cavallini with goal number 6 as he leads the Dominic Mobilio Golden Boot race and extends his lead over Freddie Montero and Christian Dahome. 6 goals to their 3.
A lot of credit to Russell Tybert, too, for driving through midfield, eating up the space to lay it in perfectly for Gutierrez so he could play it first time. And there, Cavallini again with a one-time finish, his 6th of the season. Out climbs the defender there and is leaving Stara second best as it comes off the back of the head of Lucas Cavallini. Brave as always in the air. Good finish from the Whitecaps. Good team goal again. And Vancouver with an early lead here.
Nerwinski. Nice turn by Montero. Good switch of play as well. Adnan will have some room to run into here. Ali Adnan into the box. A good ball through, and it's tipped in at the back post. Who got the final touch? Was it Montero? It was Freddie Montero, and the Whitecaps double their lead on the brink of halftime.
midfield. Yes, a man down, but inexcusable defending. And the Whitecaps accept the invitation. Another great ball into a very dangerous area, something that Elliot Nan is generally so good at. And the final touch coming off Montero, who makes up the numbers inside the box. But it's that service that makes it so difficult to defend. And the Whitecaps up 2 before the half here, up a man as well. And I think just mentally the Galaxy looked gone.
That's a great ball. Dahome from Gutierrez. And into Freddie Montero! And he buries his 4th of the season. Beautiful build-up play by the Whitecaps again. And the Colombian connection. Dahome, Montero, netting ripples in minute number 90+1. Whitecaps 3, Galaxy net.
Pressing, but Gutierrez puts it right into the spot that Dahome can run onto without having to hold up. And then as he plays it centrally, it's a good first touch to set up that second finish there from Freddie Montero. He's so good inside the area. And David Bingham rushing, can't do anything about it as he goes down and the ball goes up, and the Whitecaps have a 3-0 lead.
That matches their best goal output of the season. One more would set that record for the year. Haven't managed 4 goals.